got a great game here so far. 25-21. That's how set number 2 ended in favor of Signal HD Spikers. But you know what? It came with a big fight from CSB. Take a look at some of the highlights here from set number 2. CSB featured a rotated lineup in the first few points in set number 2. And it all changed, though, when they brought back the regular starters, or at least those who started this game in particular, Ayel.
Exactly. It was a slow start for them, but when Mondoñedo was put in, Apostol was put in, they suddenly found their rhythm. They played better execution for them. Dorog also one of the impact players. But again, the HG Spikers just stayed consistent. They sustained their energy. Acuna also one of the impact players, as well as Ces Molina. As we take a look at the numbers, 15 attack points. More attack points this time on the side of the HG Spikers against the 13 of Saint Benilde here of CSB. But one thing lacking really on the side of CSB are their service aces. They had the 5 earlier in the first set. This time they had none. Meanwhile, the HG Spikers improved their serving. Only 1 service ace for them in the first set. But this time, 3 service aces for them, and both teams also committing more errors.
Absolutely right. Nawala biglang service aces ng CSB, which was such a big weapon. Pero ang tanong ngayon, going to set number 3, how do CSB start? Because we were talking a bit off the air, Ayel, if they started rather the lineup that ended their first set, it might have been a different story. Maybe the change was too much sa simula. But are now being put to the test by a very young and ambitious CSB team who took frame number 1. And in set number 2, we're close to pulling off an upset there as well. And for the Signal HD Spikers, can they find a way to restore order, at least in their minds, against a CSB team who have proven to be very stubborn here today? And of course, kakabalik lang ng partner ko kasi nag-courtside reporter siya ng konti. Anong chismis?
Coach Jerry eh.
Okay, sige, wag na muna.
Pag si Coach Jerry yun na yung nagsalita, parang you can't say no. You have to
I get you.
turn off your mic and talk to Coach Jerry.
Exactly. I don't mind that. Basta may baon kang kwento mamaya. Of course, right now, Signal and CSB, but I think we have to, again, give our flowers to CSB and the way that they've been playing, because they have come out to play. They have made this so competitive, and it's such great volleyball to watch.
We talked about the mix of lineup earlier, and right now, Coach Jerry using his usual starters, the one that he started with in the first set.
Mondoñedo. Gandler hits the tape, and that will be the first point going CSB's way.
No, Kayuna wanting to activate Gandler right off the bat, but attack error there for her.
Mondoñedo with the serve. Molina with the push. Dinsing, who's had a couple of points in the last frame. Oh, and barely kept alive. I don't know how that stayed up. Molina. Mondoñedo again. Dinsing. Pasas with the push. And this rally doesn't look like it's ending anytime soon. Acuna to Molina.
Oh, great display of endurance by both teams. Both teams playing well in defense to offense, but Molina finishing that rally with a sharp cross-court attack.
Parang ako yung napagod dun eh. As we take a look at how that ended.
Not her usual approach, just going for that broad jump there.
Kayuna with the serve. Mondoñedo to Apostol. That has been such a dangerous combination in this game so far. Free ball. And a timing not quite there for Cayuna as that hit the net before falling in.
Dangan there being activated by Mondoñedo. And this is what CSB kind of missed in that second set, the activation of the middles. That is very much present on the side of the HG Spikers.
Si Acuna, again, continuing her good run from that last game, has made such a positive impact dito para sa Signal HD.
Exactly, making herself always available to get set up from Cayuna.
Dinsing, able to keep that up. Free ball to play with here para sa Signal HD. And Acuna just sending that a bit wide and long.
Yeah, great intention for her to go to zone 1. But too much power for her.
But it'll be a block touch challenge from the Signal HD Spikers. The second one of the when you compliment her, wala siyang masabi. But of course, Signal HD have come up with a bigger challenge than they realized here, probably against the CSB, who have just impressed us so much. Let's take a look at this block touch. And yeah, not particularly close there. Yeah.
Unsuccessful challenge for Coach Shaq de los Santos.
1 point lead para sa CSB. Coach Shaq will lose that challenge. Hits the tape, but kept alive. And Basas able to put her name on the score sheet again.
And you know, with the activation of Acuna, HG Spikers is starting to be less predictable with their offense. Basas also getting the crucial points in that second set.
Parang mas may variety ngayon. Mondoñedo. Cayuna with the setup to Gandler.
Better rhythm also executed by the HG Spikers, from the passing to the setting down to the offense, seeing that gap in between the blockers. Great decision for Gander to go cross court.
Apostol with the first ball. Again, good net defense shown here by CSB. And as I say that, of course, Eliminations scores at the net.
Great coverage there from that block from Basas. Great decision for Jel Cayuna to use Ria Meneses there.
5-3. Pabor sa Signal HD. Binsing. Off the blockers. The CSB have been managing to find different ways to score here. It feels like they have had a lot more looks than I guess some people would have expected.
Yeah, exactly. You talked about variety on the side of the HG Spikers, but the variety is very consistent on the side of the CSB Lady Blazers, especially in their offense.
And the point will go to CSB. I believe Signal felt that they had a challenge, but they lost the challenge a while ago. Or at least they had it. Would have been a good chance if they did challenge. Gandler. And point going to Signal there for a lift.
You know, but for CSB, they've been really good in terms of slowing the ball down.
Yes.
Not the kill block, but they get to slow it down and they get a chance for transition to go for a counter attack.
It feels like they're playing at their pace here. They're forcing their pace. Gamit.
So talking about pace, they've been really quick every time they get the good first ball. No blockers there for her. Gandler trying to close down the line, but so much space for the cross-court attack.
Gandler. Molina with the push. Montañedo. The combination play almost working there. Free ball here for that Meneses gave away, rather. Apostol. Wala pa rin. They go back to Apostol. Cayuna to Meneses. Soft touch, no. And Gamit. Back to back.
Oh, credit Apostol also for anticipating that soft touch from Meneses. Oh, that overpass from Katindig gave Gamit really that advantage. Oh, this is a closer start.
Oh, yeah.
The third set.
It's actually a little reminiscent of set number 1, actually.
Both teams really working hard for every point here.
This is a much tighter matchup than we anticipated here, and we're all here for it. Gandler. Beniedo. Gandler again. And the ball's out. They felt that there was a block touch, but they won't get it.
That was a great pancake save from Katindig.
So there's going to be a block touch challenge here.
Gandler trying to spike high, going long cross court there. Could be a good challenge for them, but
well, we'll see if it'll work out. So a green card will be awarded.
I think awarded to Mondoniedo, who had admitted that she actually touched
The ball.
the ball.
Again, for those who are not familiar, can you please explain the green card? This is not the one that you need to live overseas, by the way.
It just means fair play. The player admitted that she committed that certain error, touch the net, touch the ball. Also to avoid
The delay.
the delay and to save a challenge.
Ang tawag mo doon, karma. You see the green card ka, and then you get to score. CSB sends us to our first technical timeout with a 1-point lead. Don't go away. Welcome back to Rizal Memorial Stadium for CSB against Signal HD. Let's take a look at the past champions here in the Champions League, sa men's division. It was the Dasma Monarchs, followed by the Signal HD Spikers in 2022. That's a women's division naman. The F2 Logistics won in 2021. And then California Precision Sports from Antipolo took it in 2022. So, since wala yung California Precision Sports here in the women's division, may bago tayong champion this year, Ayel.
It would be interesting to see who will be the champions this year.
And looking for a block touch. They won't get it. Talking about CSB. We're all knotted up at 8 here. Mondoniedo setting up a pistol. Cayuna. Push that back up. Mondoniedo. Reversal of roles there. Did not work. Barely keeping that alive. Apostol trying to make something out of nothing. Molina. Well, what more can we say about the swing of Ces Molina?
Exactly. A powerful attack coming from Ces Molina. But we're not surprised.
Oh, no, we're not surprised. Kaya nga, what more can we say eh? Bañedo. Apostol tried to finesse that in, but then signals net D was wise to a 2-point lead. Timeout CSB.
Okay, go. First, one stop. Ikot tayo. Akin yun. One stop. Hindi ko na ginawa ng parang hinayaan ko. Go ha. Sige lang, sige lang. Okay tayo. Dalawa bully natin yan. Kita nyo, huwag ka pa. Hindi magpaiwan. Dalawa. Hey! Animo!
10-8 here in favor of Signal HD. CSB trying to slow down the momentum here of Signal, who are starting to find their own groove here, their own rhythm. Pero alam mo, this has been a very long frame.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's a mental battle now also.
And we haven't seen really any team dominating the set or finding their momentum. No, a lot of exchanges here. As service error coming from Meneses there.
It's a 1-point lead para sa Signal HD. Mondoñedo. Molina, the soft touch. Then Singh, blocked by Molina.
Says Molina, from offense to defense, getting that kill block against Densing. Perfect timing for her.
Cayuna on the service line here para sa Signal HD. Apostol, Mondoñedo, binigay kay Densing. Candler. And overcooked that a bit, wide off the mark, 12-9.
Apostol has been struggling a bit right now in terms of offense. A couple of attack errors already for her.
Good net defense shown by Signal. And of course, CSB still with a shot here. Basas. Almost a miscue there, but then Singh able to send it free. And Acuna, we talked about the difference she made in set number 2, and it's continuing to be a factor here in set number 3.
Exactly, playing so efficiently here, talking about Acuna.
Cayuna. And no touch, so that'll be out there in favor of Signal.
Oh, too much angle for Densing in that previous rally. A lot of free points given here for the HD Spikers.
Apostol. Candler came flying in, but flew too far.
A great play there from Cayuna. No blockers for Gandler, but the lack of risk action there.
Apostol on the service line for CSB. Pasas kept alive here. Gandler to Molina. Bañedo, soft touch. Oh, but managed to keep that alive. Then Singh. Molina. And that's good enough.
Says Molina with that deep cross-court attack. But what a save there from Basas, Katindig, and Cayuna. Oh, Gantapa could not contain that attack from Ces Molina.
Let's be fair, not a lot of people could. Ces Molina's on the service line here. And that's a service ace, and that will send us to our second technical timeout with Signal HD looking like their normal selves in the last few points. 6-point lead. We'll be right back. welcome back to Rizal Memorial Stadium. 6-point lead para sa Signal HD Spikers here in set number 3 as CSB need to find a way here to slow down Signal because, again, we asked a while ago, kailan magigising ang Signal, and Ces Molina has started to come alive here para sa Signal.
No, Ces Molina already with the 9 points, and she did not even start in the first set.
Yeah. He's making big girl plays here. Talking about Ces Molina. Service ace to send us to our second technical timeout here in set number 3. Gandler just pushed that ahead. And Dawn finding a way to save that one. And Acuna also managing just to send it across. And a bit of an off-speed action from Acuna. It felt like even she didn't believe that she scored.
It really looked like a miss-hit there from Acuna. But a point is a point.
Not everything has to look great.
No, but it really shows how Cayuna actually trusts Cayuna, because she's been setting her up a lot of times, especially when they get that good first ball.
Doniedo. Cayuna looking for Gandler. From the back. And we're still going here. Oh, and Signal desperate. They were trying. They were close. And Dawn just a bit shaken up with her left arm. Might have been a rough landing, but I think she just shook it off.
Oh, but Dawn has been pretty solid for the HD Spikers.
Yeah.
Covering a big part of their back row.
Speaking of Dawn, Troncoso barely kept that alive. Troncoso again, and Troncoso manages to score.
A great coverage there from the HD Spikers, giving Troncoso another attempt to get that point.
18-11 here. Signal in charge of set number 3. This is the type of game they anticipated, or at least expected of themselves.
Exactly. Right now, they're really controlling, leading the game. Great dig from Cayuna.
Free ball. Gamit. That's too much in that one.
Oh, that was a difficult set from Mondoñedo as well. Right now, HD Spikers dominating the set, but we saw CSB earlier closing a big gap in the second set, so anything is still possible here.
And Gamit able to keep that in.
And they need more of this, the activation of the middle.
Actually, Gamit has been scoring quite a bit here already. 6 points for Gamit. And they're unable to keep that up here.
Lady Blazers scrambling in the floor defense. Right now, everyone contributing on the side of the AD Spikers. Great play making by Cayuna.
20-12. Go back to Gamit. Meneses. Dorog there. Gamit gets that in.
Another point for Gamit. Mondoñedo really trying to activate her again. They have the strength in the middle.
Well, CSB have found a weapon here in Gamit, in this frame in particular. Doniedo with the setup to Apostol, the push. Densing. Doniedo does it herself. From Molina, nothing there. Densing.
A lot of soft touches here from both teams.
Now, who will have the heavy hand here? Torog. And still kept alive here. Apostol. And dips at the right time.
Katindig letting that go. Tough angle there from Apostol. Going long, just spinning the ball in. Miscue there between Katindig and Molina.
14 serving 20. Sinabi mo kanina, this is a CSB team that is capable of mounting comebacks. Do they have one here? And Gandler saying no, no, no.
Gandler there maximizing her length. Not a power attack, but a deep cross court there for her.
Danny Gandler on the service line, trying to put this frame to bed. 21-14. Sends that straight to the net.
But the HG Spikers still in a comfortable position here.
So Gamit goes back to the bench as Borromeo will serve here for CSB. Gandler, or rather Molina. And Molina sends it long.
Molina trying to go for the hands of the blockers there.
Riri, Torog, pop that up, then Sing. Free ball here for Signal to play with. Who did they go to? Cayuna. They go to Molina. The combination play results in another point here. 6-point lead for Signal, who look comfortable here in set number 3.
Perfect execution there of a combination play. No blockers for Molina. Everyone's jumping with Meneses in the previous rally.
Meneses with the serve. And looking for a touch, and they're going to get it.
Again, Acuna, another point for her. Great connection there between Cayuna and Acuna.
Sabi nga ni Acuna, ako na. And that's out there in favor of CSB. So, technically speaking, still alive, but on life support.
But they really need to play consistent volleyball here.
And that was great floor defense shown there by CSB. And as I say that, the floor defense absent.
And this is what you get when you're able to activate your middle. Now, the blockers anticipating Acuna to get set up, but Cayuna going for that 1-2 play.
Normally, she also says Cayuna, but then she did it herself there.
Where are you getting all these jokes?
And of course, CSB unable to extend this even further. 25-17 at the end of set number 3. 2-1 in favor of Signal HD. Don't go away. Let's see whether or not CSB can knot it up in the next frame. (25-17) in favor of Signal HD in set number 3 in what was easily their most comfortable frame here in this match so far.
Well, for the Signal HD Spikers and the CSB Lady Blazers, it was a close match in the start of the set, but towards the middle until the end, the Signal HD Spikers really dominated in all departments. Great combination, collective effort on the side of the Signal HG Spikers. Gander with 9 points, Meneses with 8, Molina with double digits already, 10 points for her, and Acuna, one of their impact players, 9 points. Meanwhile, on the side of the CSB Lady Blazers, Undangan, we haven't seen a lot of action, is their top scorer with 8 points, Apostol 7, Gamit with 7 as well, and then Singh with 6. So we take a look at the numbers. Clearly, the HD Spikers dominated the third set with 16 attack points against the 10 of the CSB Lady Blazers. A better blocking output also for the HD Spikers with 3. We're expecting more from the CSB Lady Blazers, but they have no blocks and no service aces. Meanwhile, 1 service ace for the HD Spikers. And both teams also tried to limit their errors, but CSB still committing more against the Signal HD Spikers.
Well, sinabi nga natin kanina that Signal are an excellent blocking team, great at net defense. It wasn't there in set number 1, but in set number 2, we saw signs of it. In set number 3, it was really showing. Let's see if they can improve on that further going into the next one. But of course, we saw a while ago sa set number 2, sinabi natin na kapag siguro yung starters yung ginamit ng CSB, it could have been a different result. Set number 3, they had more usual suspects, but then it felt that Signal have finally
exactly
woken up and adjusted to this contest.
And this is why it's dangerous to play against Signal team, because as the game continues, they keep on getting better. So the opponent also has to keep up and find ways, find adjustments to be able to keep up with the adjustments on the side of the HD Spikers.
When it comes to adversity, Signal HD know how to answer it. And they are displaying that here today against the CSB Lady Blazers. And of course, CSB, they're hungry, they're young, they want an upset, they want to be known as a giant killer. And here's a chance for them to do that here today. Can they extend this to a set number 5? Something that my partner desperately wants. Or will Signal end things early here today? Coach Jack giving his last instructions as they try to find a way to put this one to bed and secure a flawless record in the first part of the PNBF Champions League. Again, thank you very much for joining us here on Pilipinas Live. This is the PNBF Champions League at the Rizal Memorial Stadium. Please do join us here if you can.
And right now, we continue to see both coaches still trying to mix things up. We see some changes in the lineup of the HD Spikers and a few changes also on the side of the CSB Lady Blazers.
So it will be Signal. Will get us going here.